At the second Monetary Policy Committee meeting of 2024, Nigeria's central bank unveils a series of pivotal decisions, including raising interest rates for the second time in a matter of weeks to cool inflation.
Decisions of the MPC. The committee's decisions are as follows. 1. Raise the MPR by 200 basis points to 24.75 from 22.75%. 2. Adjust the asymmetric corridor around the MPR at plus 100 to 300 basis points to minus 300 basis points. 3. Retain the cash reserve ratio of deposit money banks at 45%. 4. Adjust the cash reserve ratio of merchant banks from 10% to 14%. And 5. Retain the liquidity ratio at 30%.
With inflation soaring past the 30% mark in annual terms, its highest in nearly 3 decades, the bank keeps tightening its grip on monetary policy. Governor Mpc Cardoso highlights the committee's resolve to combat these price pressures, with expectations set for a moderation starting May.
The considerations of the committee at this meeting focused on the current inflationary pressures and the need to anchor inflation expectations as well as ensure sustained exchange rate stability. These considerations underscore the importance of the CBN's commitment to the price stability mandate and the need to urgently bring inflation under control to ensure that purchasing power of ordinary Nigerians is restored in the short to medium term.
In addition to the interest rates, Governor Cardoso articulates the committee's broader economic strategy, underscoring the bank's stance on several key issues currently shaping Nigeria's economy.
With respect to the foreign exchange forwards, we determined that a number of these transactions did not qualify, and I've said this before. In some cases, you had some requests which, well, you actually had some allocations that were made in millions of dollars, which were never requested for. You also had some where they had no naira, and they were also allocated, huge sums of foreign exchange, and the list goes on. And it was for that reason that we refused to validate those particular transactions. We refused to validate them because, apart from the fact that documentation was not satisfactory, in many cases they were outright illegal. We have been consistent in saying that we will withdraw from direct interventions. The fertilizer that was given out was the residue of an intervention that had been done before we came into office. It was not something that was done directly by us. And the options were either to leave them there to rot away or to give them to those that we believed had the capacity to distribute. And that is exactly what we did with the handing over to the Ministry of Agriculture.
With the nation's eyes fixed on the Apex Bank, there's hope that the rigorous approach to quelling inflation crisis and bolstering the naira will lead to further policy tightening at the upcoming MPC meeting scheduled for May 20th and 21st, 2024. Mpc Nana, Arise News.